What's up, guys? It's Mr. Jamvet, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. That's what, 3 in a row? Today is Wednesday. Yep, 3 in a row. And yeah, let's get right into it. Time is of the essence, but I wanted to get something in. So this may be like super short, meaning like under 20 minutes. Crazy, right? But um, yeah, I need to shower and be somewhere as well. So um, I think right off the bat, it's pretty obvious how weak Tacardi is, particularly with his own grassy terrain. And so my mission here is to trap his Magnezone with my own, and then just obliterate him with grassy blade, with leaf blade. What do you guys think? Should be simple enough, right? I mean, there are also additional things like Mamoswine being problematic. Slowking is relatively difficult for him to kill. As is, depending on what he does with his Swampert, as is Zapdos, as is Torn. But first and foremost, we want to gain control of this game early. I am a weird Zapdos spread, and so I'll take that into consideration, as our weakest link would be having to deal with that Swampert early. Or worst case scenario, not weakest link. I don't know why I said it like that. And so phase one will include a Tornadus, because as I said, Swampert early. I can't do anything about the toxic. Well, I could pivot to so he should rocks first. Flip turn's expecting my Kartana, which should invite Tyranitar. Interesting. Invites Landorus, which means Landorus is the rocker. I mean, the Landorus is scarfed. Thinking a couple ways to handle this. He didn't go T-Tar first, which means he's confident he'd outspeed me. That or no, the Swampert's the rocker. This is Choice Scarf. U-turn. We're staring down Rillaboom. Rillaboom gets to knock. It's a little too much momentum. We look at Mamoswine. Mamoswine forces in. Swampert gets to flip turn. Don't like that either. We have Kartana eating U-turn, inviting Magnezone. Don't like that either. So I'll force Slowking in. He acts toxic, or rather he uses toxic. I'm not sure if that means that. Okay, so he's not Scarf. That's a lot of information there. I mean, his points kind of says it all. If I had called his Landers, they're super, super, super weak to Sacred Sword after that. I don't think he's conscious of that, but that's a lot of information that he just gave me. I didn't know that he wouldn't be choiced just based on how he's confidently sent in his Landers. So I don't think he's aware of how weak to fighting he is. And so that being said, I know that's going to pay off later on. So we're going to go hard Mamoswine here. He actually goes through U-turn. Mamoswine plus Future Sight is not something that he wants to deal with. But as I said, if he goes Swampert, which is best case, yeah, I don't think he realizes how weak to. So Future Sight is going to come out here, which means Swampert could potentially die. But Future Sight plus Quake should knock him out. Unless he goes for Flip Turn into Tyranitar. So let's, yeah, Flip Turn into T-Tar, most likely. Right. But what this does, it puts me in a position where I can just crash. So that was pretty simplistic. I mean, as I said, you know, nothing too wild as far as how he plays. My best plays are always sides like a crash here. No reason to ever predict. A couple ways I can go about this. What I want to do is cart. I'm gonna cart in Sacred Sword. Landorus, Leaf Blading Landorus would be really good here, because I knew that's what he was gonna do. Everybody just goes to their Landers. Landers like the go-to kind of, you know, beat all things Pokemon for most people. And so Leaf Blade would have been nice right there. But as I said, let's just play the slow game. What I'm trying to do is trap his. I wonder what this is. Thunder Wave maybe. I don't know. Let's go Magnezone. So it's just Stealth Rock, which is great because I mean, unless he earthquakes, earthquake slash Swampert is gonna be the solution here. Do I care about Swampert? Flip turn, and we're staring down. Ooh. No, I don't mind. Yeah, because he's not gonna enjoy these. Because he's gonna flip turn. Slowking is gonna get sacked soon, but it's just not time. We can keep baiting in. What's his face? Keep baiting in Tyranitar because he's super weak to Torn by itself. An ideal situation is to catch his Magnezone so I can start Leaf Blading. As he finally brings it in. What sucks is that I allowed Mamoswine to die. And he's always going to Volt Switch here because it's just no drawback, right? Okay, I'll take the little bit of damage. If he does anything other than Volt Switching. Okay, so he's probably Body Press. Which means, yeah, I go to Zone here and I just 3 KO most likely, yeah. Iron Defensing is relevant because he's going to leap, but I don't even think he knocks me out. Oh, wow. Crits me there, which probably mattered, but otherwise I would have been able to just click Leaf Blade here. What's the drawback of knockoff? I go cart, knock kills. He might go hard landers. Excellent. Again, you never want to continually go to landers. Now he's just fucked. He's gonna lose to my Kartana / Torn. I wonder if he has something to hit. I guess I want to be careful. My Zapdos also wins. What I should have done was been careful in case this thing has like Thunder Wave or something. So I don't know what Tyranitars are running these days. There are 2 ways to win this with Zapdos, which is a little more reliable. So what I should have done there was probably knocked. I'm going to be tight if he Thunder Waves. My qualm with Zapdos is that I have to hit Hurricane on Lando and Swampert, whereas Cart just Leaf Blades. I could also go Zapdos here and Roost Stall. Like on his Stone Edge Drop Blast, I just Roost Stall until he runs out. Or go Zap and then... My Zap is probably not faster than his Drill. Oh, man. Yeah, I should have left my Torn in. It was not the most useful mine. Which one do I rather do? Bank on him having Thunder Wave, or I don't think he has Thunder Wave. Let's hope. Okay, Ice. Oh shit. Ice Beam is bad. I might have. I don't lose, but you know, I just made this game a lot harder for myself. As I said, had I just left Torn in there, would have been way better. Right, so he did have Hurricane. He just predicted me there. Z-Rock Blasts. I think if I U-turn here and he should just go back to, it should just switch out the tar. It doesn't though. Hopefully this knocks him out. I doubt it. It's crazy though. 25%. I can't do 25%. So he sacks Zone, which makes sense. As I said, it's gonna come down to luck. I should knock it 13. Come on, man. You should stab 13%. You can't. All right. And so it's gonna come down to luck, which I didn't want. And I have to not get flinched. Now the upside is they can't really harm Zapdos, meaning Landers and Thing. So really, I just need to. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Zap. Hit. Nice. Oh wow, that Rock Slide miss was huge then because, like I thought Heat Wave would have knocked him out with Life Orb. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. It's a big miss. So my play versus his Drill was to Roost. I thought I knocked him out there. What kind of Zapdos is this? So my play was to knock off the Torn. Hurricane. Fuck it. 2 heat waves or 1 hurricane. Yeah. Both can miss. So he left, which makes sense, when you miss 2 important rock slides like that. So my game plan there was... The Zapdos is very strange. It is defensive, but it's fast. I'm not sure what speed tier 270 hits that is relevant. Oh, wow. I just fucked the team up. But, so I just realized I wasn't recording when I was talking about timing of the video and stuff like that. So we ended up winning that game. I don't remember where I paused it. I think I paused it on the Zapdos set change. But as I said, just fun little games here because, the road is going to come at some point. All right, so this is going to be the last game. We're just playing Cuzzy. Cool. Mammo's quite lethal here. What's good, bro? But more so, the sleeper mine here would be Zapdos. I think Zapdos. Steam doesn't look too crazy. Right, it doesn't. It's like people are expecting, where's the Wurmple? Fair enough, but guys, you need to post some teams on the profile. It's not a simple game. I guess I could potentially Scarf Knock Sweep, but it's not a simple game. It's not as straightforward as my usual. It's gonna take a little bit of work. But I think with Zapdos, depending on what is Dragonite, I can do it. But I'm ultra Lele weak. Actually, that's a lie. I have a Slowking. I'm lying. I'm a filthy, dirty liar. Thick Fat, which would be nice to be oblivious here. Okay, so phase 1 is going to involve... It's a lot of value turn 1 because if he specs, I remove the item. If he's a... toxic... Me hitting Hurricane here is so important. Like, I'd love it. I'd love it a lot because this is a Zapdos switch-in. Depending on... He's Rocky's slower than me, so he's going to be slower than Zapdos. Me being toxic here versus Mamoswine, it would invite. If I miss, I just lose so much value. Ugh. Okay, I'll fish for the value. It's 40%. I'll take that. That's a huge 40. I'm very surprised that he commits to rocks for that, unless he's toxic, because I said, which I think most are. Okay, commits to knock. Very interesting decisions. There's the zone as I managed to connect, which is huge. Yeah, the reason it's huge is because I get to see that he's a body press variant, which I'd assume you'd use now. Do I need to trap this? It'd take a lot for me to knock sweep him. I'm just thinking, I'm like, well, knock. Well, what I'll do here, I think Zapdos makes the most sense. He does go for, and he's confused, which I just realized. I wonder if Discharge would have broken this up, because I didn't want to reveal Heat Wave. So he has Discharge, which is fine. I've shown Heat Wave, which means, something along Lele would come out. Dragonite makes sense too. But I figured if Lele comes out, I'd just go to my Slowking either way. I know some of these run toxic, and so I want to be wary of it. It's shown knock and toxic, so we can knock here for free if he stealth rocks right. Basically, the decision there, Hurricane never kills him, right? And so for him to knock, he's shown that he probably doesn't have toxic, or Stone Edge's last move is likely, U-turn, because he's gonna have Earthquake too. So what this does allows for me to control the narrative, right? We get to pivot back to our Mamoswine, and a couple things we could do here. But Icicle Crash is no drawback. If Ferrothorn comes in, I get that yummy, delicious damage. Because I've never melt ice, that's hurting. Definitely don't give up Mamoswine here. It's too concerning. I don't think he could one-shot me, though. I'm adamant. I just realized I'm adamant. No wonder I did so damn much. With the Never Melt, it puts it to 102, so it's actually stronger than EQ. I don't think he can kill me. If Gyro Ball kills, because Ferrothorn being gone, let me actually go back and assess that. I might just be a little too excited that Gyro Ball kills. Let me see. Power Whip never kills. And Gyro Ball with Sassy, no speed. Okay. Gyro Ball always kills. Yeah. Shout outs to the builder for that. Okay, so I guess I might get lead sheeted here, which is annoying. If I go that route, how does he beat Slowking? I don't need my Choice Scarf on cart, so if he goes that route, I'll say he was gonna just. Okay, fair enough. I lost a lot of momentum there, but it is what it is. He's only has knock, yeah. Let him U-turn. Personally, I wouldn't have shown that I had U-turn there. I would have just hard switch. But I guess, you get the momentum. I'm going to defog. I get to remove your Lele's item here. I guess he doesn't want me to have... But I don't have anything that abuses his priority. So I think he's just at the point where he's just going to sack the Landers. I don't know why he pivoted back. Specs Lele would never kill my Torn from full. These are like old school calcs that I remember. Because that situation would occur enough to where you're like, okay, you always go Lele. I mean, you always discharge body press. You saw what happened last time, so it doesn't make sense for him to switch. There's nothing that he can position in that I can't deal with. So I don't use try hard teams. Heatwave would prompt Dragonite to give up his sash. Otherwise I'd be sacrificing. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take your Dragonite's sash, the multi-scale rather. Excellent. His initial reaction to me last time was to double switch to Landers, which I'm not sure what that means. I could always just U-turn out into my Slowking here. This time I will U-turn because it's clear that he's not leaving in the Lele. So he's scarfed and he just didn't want to give up his item. Okay. Good information. Future sight would be, let's just get the momentum. So that's what I figured, right? If his scarf, I'm fine. And so Mamoswine gets to come in for free. And I pick up a KO here. Unless he goes to Kartana. Magnezone. Okay. You could see him pivoting back to Lando. I could Rocks. Yeah, but that doesn't help you at all. So he goes back to Magnezone, I just go for Rocks. I could see him just leaving it in. Predicting me to want to play around or something. That's not enough. I'm curious as to what this Ferrothorn has in store. If it has, if it even has Gyro Ball. Well, how am I planning to end this game anyway? So he's doubled around a lot and given me a lot of information to the point where now it might get to the point where I could Sacred. No, no, no. This is just one of those games that's gonna just go how it's gonna go in the kind of long run of things. Like it's not gonna be a quick kind of deal. Let me think. Worst case scenario, Leech Siege goes to Landers. That's fine. I defog. Yeah, I don't want him getting any health back. Landers comes in, I'd get yeah, that's fine. There's no drawback to Sacred Sorting here. It actually did a lot more than I expected. I am curious as to what this Dragonite has in stored. I'm gonna go hard Mamoswine here unless he like outrages or something. Doubles to Lele, which is irrelevant unless he is irrelevant unless he double switch there. Yeah. So the fact that he locks into Psyshock actually means he can never kill my Mamoswine. So I could pick up a KO here. Child do. Yeah, I will. So Icicle Crash here. So he leaves the Lele in. Lele is dead. Which means that my Zapdos is a huge issue now. So he's gonna likely go for the knockoff. Torn lives, Swords Dances. As long as I connect here, but I mean, even if I don't, as long as Zapdos doesn't miss, I guess he's just kind of going for broke, which makes sense. So Torn should knock him out unless he's a speed boosting set, which means he'd be weaker, so Zapdos can deal with him even better. If that's not the case, then I have my Choice Scarf card to outspeed him. So it'd just be Ice Shard plus Sacred Sword rather first, and then he has Endure. Interesting. Is it Salak? Okay. So Mamoswine, Revenge Killing. I think Mamo just wins now, honestly. So I guess that's game. Unless he's gonna, I don't know what he's gonna do. That's actually really pathetic. How did I die? Oh, right, because he had already knocked my item off. Damn. Yeah, that's highly disappointing. I guess the D Knight could have E-Speed. Just thinking of the quickest way to wrap this up. I haven't seen a D Knight run this E-Speed. So I'm probably staring down Ferrothorn here. The way he's playing D Knight, how much that Sacred Sword did, I don't think he's max HP. Yeah. Alright, so that's gonna be the final game. We're at 23 minutes. I must go, my friends. So it's gonna be a short live for you guys today. But yeah, drop the creative teams down below, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.